Hello and welcome to Thalric Plays Darkest Dungeon. The following episode was recorded during one of my live streams on Twitch, so without further ado, let's jump into the episode. We do have that one already. We do have that one already. I do want to do another run with the antiquarian. Can I maybe go into the warrens and do that there? How would we set this up? Like this? Would that work? Might be a little low on damage, maybe, although she can actually do okay. And it would leave these two guys out there. Well, maybe we could go like this as well. Don't really have something to attack the backline in that case, though, so I think I'd rather set up like this. Or with her. Nah. Let's do that. And so we do need to outfit those. Come on. And what do we want? Probably... yeah, we do need the upgrades here. I believe the rest is okay and does not need to get upgraded right now. Purge. These ones. These as well, and what does she have? So Blight really isn't a big option here. I do like the Nervous Stab. The fortifying Vapors we probably don't need. Let's upgrade that and just see how that works. So that's okay. We do also need to upgrade these, though. At least the defensive stuff, although we could probably just go for everything. That's fine. Yeah, that's okay. So, antiquarian run, medium. Room exploration is actually pretty okay there, I think. So, increase her HP, and then which skills do I want to give her right now? So, I don't think we need her heal. They do have pretty good blight resist in there, don't they? So we probably should still keep the heal. Because we don't have a lot of other options. So let's probably give her the Candle of Life to increase her healing. What does the Vestal want? Let's go with increased healing skills and more increased healing skills because overkill. The Jester. Actually a little bit of a difficult choice. I think we're going with the Bleed. And I want the Scouting chance again, even though it might be a bit weird. And on him we'll take the Immunity Mask and the Redemption Amulet. It's fine. It's just apprentice level, so it shouldn't be too bad, and I would like to get as much as possible out of this. So actually I do need to check this. Yeah, 750. Bye-bye. Anything else? I won't use that. Probably. Okay. And that should take care of all of this, doesn't it? Yes, it does. And we can really address stress. I need to remove the Dirk Stab and go for Harvest. Although Dirk Stab might actually be okay here. But the double bleed is pretty nice. Maybe... because she can do everything that she does from... she can only heal from the back row anyways. So I need to get rid of the heal afterwards. After all, yeah, okay, this works. I don't know if... I think they're pretty blight resistant. So we're probably not going to be able to use that a whole lot, but we might run into enemy types that aren't the usual ones either. Nope, not all of these. That's too much. Also too much. Let's take 4. And 8 torches, and maybe one of those. And that is all I want. That is very true, though. Without the heal, I don't need the heal trinket. Thanks for reminding me. So we'll go with the healing receive trinket in that case, I guess. That possibly makes more sense, so that we can heal her up more in case she does get hit.
To prosecute our war against the swine, we must first scout their squalid homes.
Okay, wow. All the scouting already. So there is an obstacle here. And there's also battles, so I think... yeah, that's true. Very good thing that you're not sleeping. Let's go this way first, and we'll scout this area. Oh, come on. It's getting a little bit too late for me, maybe. At least we didn't get hit there. I really should have been, probably. And let's remember, we need to touch stuff with her, because she's the one that needs to loot, so that we get the antiques. There we go, that's our first one. There's just a good thing is the minor antiques do stack infinitely, I believe. Which is very nice. Okay, that room battle looks fairly scary, but overall probably still fine. We can probably start things up with a little bit of a bleed. Hit this guy as well, perfect. So that's a bleed for 3, I believe. Yes, so he's already dead. So hit him, he's also dead now. Okay, this is starting off very nicely. And the problem is attacking this guy in the back, because we can't really do that at all, which might turn into a bit of a problem in the long run. But we do have corpse clear, and our overall damaging abilities is good enough, I hope. And this is, at least right now, not a big issue. So we probably just want to go for damage. Holy crap, that damage is a little bit overkill.
Cleansed from our lands.
And yeah, bye-bye. Is he bleeding? He's bleeding, so he's dead. So hey, we'll group heal. Could have gotten a crit in there. Anything else we need to do? Probably not. Oh, that moves her back 1. That's important to know. I don't know, let's force a guard here. Really nothing else we can do. Yeah, and their blight resist is, if not perfect, it's at least there.
Destroy
unfortunately. So I will have to... I probably won't get a lot out of that. But we also don't have that many good options. So, scout. Okay, nothing interesting. No, need to keep looting with her. And we already have to get rid of something. Hooray! That's never happened before. That's a completely new sensation for me. No scouting. Also very new to me. As you all know. No, we don't touch books. Books are bad. I don't like books, just burn them all. Well, actually, that's not true. I do like books a lot.
the promise
Just not
of
these
safety.
books, because there's never anything good in there. They're
Wealth
all
beyond measure.
non-fiction. Or
Awarded
non-fiction.
to the brave
Non-fiction.
and the foolhardy
I
alike.
do like fiction. A little bit of fantasy. Would be good. 4 to 7. His bleed resist is through the roof, but if we hit him, and then the Jester does this skill, it still deals damage enough to kill him, even though he won't bleed, so that
Give
works.
them no quarter.
And, okay, didn't quite work out enough to get him down, but that's fine, he's still dead. Right now, this is not really an issue. So there we
Another
go.
one
And
falls.
he's already dead. So I actually don't know how longer I will keep streaming. We're approaching 2 AM again. I think I'm going to go for a little while longer, but we might be nearing the end in the next hour or so. I think we've been doing a lot today. Do I want to take the citrine? Yeah, let's get rid of the medicinal herbs, I guess. Even though I really like to keep them around for the
way is
potential
lit.
chance
The path is clear.
of a
We
curio
require
interaction.
only the strength to follow it.
So, the damage of this group is working surprisingly well so far. I don't think it's a waste, because with that I actually interact with more curios, because there's a chance that I could do something good. Yeah, that's bad. Or something good. I don't know what I actually need there. What do I need for that? Let me check that. Yeah, for that, for the pile of bones, I would need holy water. So, it's actually a shame that we lost that one.
Carelessness will
So she-
find no clemency in this place.
Getting forced curio interactions with her is probably not that bad, because I want for her to interact with the curios anyways. But it could still be dangerous. And for that one I do need holy water as well, I believe, so that's just taunting. Thank you, double bleed, so they're both dead. Can't really do much here. What's their blight resist? Their blight resist actually isn't that good. So we might as well try to blight the thing in the back, which we do. Won't die from it. But that's okay.
Executed with impunity.
Maybe the Vestal can finish the job, assuming she gets to act first. Which she doesn't. But it still might be enough to just get the kill. There we go. And this thing is already dead as well. Yeah, I almost always need to get rid of the stuff before I need it, that is true.
Success.
And that is annoying to me. Let me check again on the Eldritch Altar just to be on this, just to be safe. Yeah, it's holy water, but is it bad if I touch it without? Could be good, could be bad. I think I'm going to risk it. Yeah, let's use the Jester. No, I should use her. Let's just do that. Yay! Stress. Did not work out, as you can see. Yeah, well, chances are... Oh,
Laden
nice.
with loot.
That's what I was
Often
hoping
low
for.
on
A
supplies.
rare antique. That's 1,000 gold. So, what do I dump off for this? Big question. But I want to get rid of those. They're worth money. And let's get rid of the citrine. I know the citrine is potentially better than a common trinket, but overall I still like... We still need to find more citrines for that to actually be worth it, so we need to find 2 more, and the chances of that are we won't, because there's a lot of different ones, so I'd rather have the trinket right now, as long as I have only 1 citrine at that point. Not sure if that's the right call, but it's the one I'm making. Also need to figure out when I really want to camp. We're not there yet, though. Oh, come on. I saw it again. It's been happening too much. Do I have bandages? I don't have bandages, so he's going to... Well, that bleed is not too bad. Why do I keep running into traps? I don't enjoy it that much, I promise you. So, now we can go for the last rooms. There's actually... Well, there's still a lot of battles, potentially. But overall, I think we're through the roughest. And maybe once I get here, I will camp. Or maybe I should camp earlier. Just so that I have the inventory space. That we get rid of the campfire. It could be pretty useful, I guess. Yeah, maybe. But we're looking really good. I think that's probably still the right call, so I'm going to camp once I reach this room. It's also going to allow me to get the campfire back up here, or the torchlight. Maybe I should just do this rest in the dark. That's another possibility, just to increase my potential gains here.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself
Yeah,
against the
I'm
coming
actually not
horrors.
against that idea completely. Can I prevent a nighttime ambush? I cannot, apparently. Yes, we can. Okay, so... let's pray. Let's give one companion plus accuracy and crit. What else can I do in terms of useful stuff? Could go with Bloody Shroud. Hey, I've gotten some food. That's not that helpful. Let's go with Bloody Shroud and then I'll resupply once more. Hey, holy water. So do I want to go back for that? Well, no, I did touch it already, I think.
Is struck.
But maybe I can get a decent curio interaction there. Still, somewhere? Hey, look at that. I remembered the trap. Wouldn't have thought it possible. Oh yeah, I wanted to do this. So,
Pharaohs may indeed stalk the
we'll at least
shadows,
try this for
but
one room
yonder,
or so,
a
going
glint
pitch
of
black.
gold.
And just try to increase our item values out of this. Oh, nice. So we can potentially... This guy will bleed. I think it's fine to do this. Yeah, so he's going to get one round of attacking, but he's going to die afterwards. There we go. Ideally, I'm still going to kill this guy before he gets to do anything. Nope, unfortunately not. That's a shame. But not that bad. Still need to do something about him, unfortunately. That's the main issue with this group. I really can't attack the last position. It's just not in there.
Eradicated.
So, luckily this guy doesn't leave a corpse, so we don't have that issue anymore, and I can just do this.
Their formation is broken.
Because the other guy would have still gotten an attack. Unfortunately now the swine thingy, wretch, does... Hey, we dodge. Perfect. Do I need to heal? I think we might as well go for a group heal. These two had a little bit of a sliver of not being full. Really. I can't talk. Oh, hey, what's that in the back? I don't know. Let's actually just dump the torches and assume that I'm not going to need them. So what do I dump for an emerald? I don't know what this is, unfortunately. Let me just take a look real quick and see if I maybe need... okay, I just don't need... I don't need the holy water, so I'm going to use it. And we're just going to do that. And that gives us a buff, which which is nice. So, I do want to go through all the rooms if possible, and go through all the curios. Does that give me anything except the torch? It actually does with her. That's really nice. And we'll ignore the torch. Thanks to the Jester, I think we really are in an okay position to just go dark here. Maybe I should have done that from the beginning, but I'm still hesitant to do so because it could go so very wrong. And we can actually deal with stress, so I'm okay with leaving this alive for now. And I can actually try to stun this guy in the back. There we go. It does give us a little bit of light if I do that, but not a whole lot. He's dead. Oh, yeah, he's deader than dead. I need to snuff that again. Come on. Give me an action. Resisted, thank you. I can actually not kill the torchlight if that happens. Okay, I did not know that. Still not a big issue, of course. Oh, there we go. And also this one. Okay, that's a lot.
Foolish horrors.
What do I dump off for that?
To the mud.
There's surprisingly much in this. Let's just hope there won't be any obstacles. Let's get rid of the shovels, and I think now I'm actually going to dump off the Virtuous Chalice as well as one of these two things. I'm still hoping for a secret room. Which is why I don't want to get rid of the skeleton keys.
Darkness closes in, haunting the hearts of men.
It's probably not going to happen, considering how many of those I've already gotten. But you never know. I won't give up. Also, there's a... Oh, of course, there's an obstacle now. So, I know it's stress to go backwards, but it's probably still better than taking the damage and the stress from walking through an obstacle. That was... Of course that needed to happen. Immediately. That's just how this works. It's okay. Let's actually go for this curio real quick. Now it's books, so we don't go for that curio. Because it would have been okay to walk backwards afterwards, because it's just right there. It's before you can actually take stress damage. Oh... Hey, I'm getting out of this. I don't have a torch. I don't have to do a Shambler. If I find a torch, I might come back here. But right now, we can't. Hey, it's a scout. So I really don't know if we could do a Shambler with that group. Because he would be in the last position, probably. We can't really remove protection. Ugh. I was waiting for another Shambler altar to show up, but really... I don't think that's a good idea. So I'm going to go all the way back here. No, I looted it, and since I clicked it away, it's not there anymore, I think. As far as I'm aware. So I still want to make it down that room, but I just need to take a detour and avoid the obstacles. I did loot that one and took out everything but the torch, and then the torch disappears because I don't take it. And room battle, or hallway battle. There we go. Not a bad one though. If I find a torch, I am considering it. I'm really not confident in it. But it would be an interesting end to this, definitely. So, I don't know. Probably not, but I don't know. We'll cross that bridge once we come across it. Or once we actually get the possibility there. But as long as we don't, I will not put any thinking into that. Ah, come on. Why do you do that? Don't you like me? Don't you want to die for me? That sounds kind of bad.
You.
Obliterated.
Man 101, Man 101. Thank you very much for following. Or is it Man 101, Man 101? What do you prefer? Or is it Mr. Man? I don't know. Either way, thank you very much for following. Probably this. Yeah, if she bleeds, she's dead. There we go.
Slowly, gently.
This
is how a life is taken.
Yeah. And there we go.
Annihilated.
More stuff. There's a portrait. You know what? I don't know if the value exchange there is actually better, but I think thanks to the antiques, we're already getting a bunch of money out of this. So I'd rather have the portraits than anything else. I hope you're enjoying my Blood Bowl on YouTube there. It's pretty much what made me start with YouTube and got me back got me into streaming on Twitch here as well. And yeah, I'm just continuing that trend with Darkest Dungeon now.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Okay, so probably no secret room, unfortunately, but that's fine. So he can actually be blighted, so we should do that. Even though it doesn't deal that much damage, it's probably still a decent idea. So are you watching everything in terms of Blood Bowl that I do, or just specific teams or leagues or stuff like that? I mean, I do a bunch of different stuff, and I actually don't know if my viewers watch everything in Blood Bowl that I do, or just one team, for example. It's sometimes a little bit difficult to see, or actually not at all possible. Okay, that's kind of annoying. I will try and kill him, thank you. So I do need to do some stress relief here if I can. He's dead. He's dead.
Back to the pit.
Okay, that's nice to hear. That is very nice to hear. So he's not dead yet. Now he is. Okay. So I really would like to... Okay, we get at least one stress relief. And I'm not going to put it on him, because if you go out with a Jester, you can just address his own stress fairly easily, so we'll refer stress a little bit more. And there we go. So just one more fight. Oh no.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Oh no. Do I have to? This group doing a Shambler? I don't think it's a good idea, but we're going to. I still don't drop off the skeleton keys. Because we're moving into a room with a treasure, so I'm probably going to need that there. So we'll get rid of the jade, and we'll take the torch. Oh, I don't want to. What do you mean? With how do I do online matches? I need to reduce stress before we get into this. Oh, come on. The problem is I'm out of food, so I might even run into another hunger tile before we get back to the Shambler. There's a bunch of issues with this. I still don't completely understand what you mean, unfortunately. Regal?
Ringing ears. Blurred vision.
Could you please
The end
not?
approaches.
Oh. I mean, there are just the online leagues that you can play in. multiplayer that you can join. Or am I still misunderstanding something? Oh, thank you. No stress there. Okay, what do we do here? Possibly a group heal, I believe. I just want to set us up as best as possible. And I still need to address stress, I think. I think I need to remove the corpses, because otherwise we won't be able to attack this guy. Okay, enjoy. I don't know. It's I think I'm still misunderstanding something, but it's okay. I hope. So enjoy. I don't like the stress setup. So what do we do? We'll probably attack him because he has more hit points, and we couldn't have killed him except with a crit. So there we go. If I can stun him, I can get another round of this. Out of this, we can stress heal here. So let's force a guard. I can stress heal her. He can stress heal himself with one of his skills. Okay, I could have maybe gotten a crit there, which is why I did that, even though all full health. I just want to set this. The Shambler fight is going to end in a lot of stress, so I just want to make sure that we go in with as little as possible. But now we probably can't draw this out any longer. Oh, nice, no hit there. So I'm just really hoping that we don't run. There's the crit. Thank you. So that's a little bit more stress relief. And let's do also this, that we don't run into a hunger tile before the Shambler. Because that's going to be bad if that happens. Yeah, if I have the chance with him, I kind of need to. Somebody else needs to get their turn. Ideally before him. There we go. So a little bit of food doesn't really help me because I also.
They can be beaten.
Actually, it really does not help me. Yeah. So unlocked strongbox, so I wouldn't even have needed the keys. Hey, it's trapped. Hey, I resisted. So we're going back for the Shambler. I am not confident in this at all. I wasn't confident the last time, but at least I had damage there. Now we're lacking in damage a bit, and those clapper claw thingies have protection that I can't remove.
Secrets and wonders can be found
So,
in the most tenebrous corners
there's
of this
all
place.
sorts of problems with this. And I am going to switch some skills around before, though. Because right now, there it is. There it is. Yeah, no, this kills it. I can't do a Shambler with this.
Given to the plow.
It's too much stress. I'm sorry. You know what, screw it, let's try. I'm in this, let's try. The hunger is really bad, the stress is not good. But Let's go for it. Ah, I forgot to randomize my party first. That's crap. I can't go back 2 with him, I think. We need the Vestal in the back. First round, what's his blight resist? It's not that good. So let's start this with a blight. Not that good, but it's a chance at least.
Such a terrible assault.
There's a lot of issues with this, as you are all aware, I'm sure. We should be okay in terms of healing for the most part, but aside from that, things are really bad right now. At least I can keep blighting the Shambler in the back with her. That's pretty much the only upside to this. And I can also bleed him. But I should move the Jester, because we need stress relief. Let's go for the blight.
Singular
The bleed.
strike.
There we go. I actually don't have protection, I misremembered that. Oh, come on. We can do this. So this thing is dead after the next attack, or before the next attack. They do deal... Okay, yeah, that's what they do. Once they deal damage, they get protection. That's what it was. So now he can finally do something again. Oh boy. So I'll keep doing group heals here, I think. That's 1 down. And I think right now with her I'm just going to use back down. It's going to increase her speed and it's going to move her back 1. So she's in the right position again. And right now I don't think I need to address stress actually. It's not looking good, but it could be looking worse. And I'd much rather use the chance to deal more damage to the Shambler while we have him in reach. Same with him. Although, no, let's go for the Shambler Sycophant here. Because that one we can kill with 1 hit before he gets his protection buff up. So he's going to resummon those. There we go. Don't really need to group heal, so we're going to try and kill one of those things. Okay, it's close, so with the bleed attack or something like that, we can kill it. Thank you. Dodging is perfect. I think I have this under control. I'm still not a big fan of the entire scenario, but I feel like I have this under control. Let's restack the blight, I think. Just keep the dots on the Shambler as much as possible. Perfect. Ah, that actually was a mistake because now we can't hit him with the bleed attack. But let's actually start to go for stress reduction, I think, instead of damage here right now. Maybe not the right call. I'm not sure. Still. Well, it's looking okay right now, actually. So overall, it's probably okay. Oh, that shift is annoying though. Especially, oh yeah, his stress is starting to really get up there. I think I actually want to do this just so that the leper is already in second again and we can do stuff with him. And I can attack the Shambler. He just needs to move back 2, so he's in the correct position again. The problem is, it's probably not really a good value here because I will have to put a lot of money into reducing stress on these guys.
Exposed to a killing blow.
Ouch. And blight. And we're getting really close. this thing. Could also have killed the Shambler, but I think the Clapper Claws are a little bit... or the Clapper Claw attack here, the Sycophants are just a little bit worse right now. But let's kill the Shambler now real quick. There we go. So he's dead, which is really helpful. I can do this. Stress heal. So I know this thing is bad, but maybe I can get a stun? No? Yeah, I just need to kill it. It's dealing too much stress damage to us. And I will have to put a lot of effort into, or a lot of money into reducing that. So I think I'm actually just going to reduce my own stress here, as weird as it sounds, just so that he gets back to a point that is manageable if I move him out again, because these two guys are just going to get their stress relief down in town, I guess. It's just better. Let's see what we get out of this. The Ancestral's Ball. I don't have that one yet, I believe. So at least there's a nice gain there. And now I can finally leave. Are you happy now? Did another Shambler.
The swine folk's labyrinth may yet prove to be navigable.
At least a good amount of money. And we all ranked up to rank 3. Hagiomania on 2 of them actually, and Warren's Adventurer replacing Evasive. Without the hunger stress, things would have been looking a lot better.
Is nothing, I fear,
but
when compared to
oh
the
well,
condition of
nothing we can do about that, unfortunately. So what do we have? We'll only pray, so we do need to go into the Abbey, and we can't pray to a higher power. So do I want to maybe...
A man in a robe.
Okay, we can't.
Claiming communion with the divine. Madness.
And Venoir... will not pray or flagellate. So I did upgrade the bar, so we can put her in there. And we'll just have to wait with Giscard, I guess. Do I still have disease? We do, so we do need to address that. Get rid of the tapeworm. More stress? I could put him in there, but I think we can just use his own stress relief to get rid of that. So I don't really want to. Okay. That is all fine. So how are we looking? What do we have left here? Just 2 rank 2s, which means I will have to take them into rank 3 dungeons, unfortunately, to get them up there. As long as we don't get a town event that removes the level restrictions. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Darkest Dungeon. If you want to catch me live during one of my streams on Twitch, feel free to follow the link to my channel and follow me there to get notified when I stream. You can also subscribe to my channel here if you haven't done so already. And then, because this is the end card in case you haven't noticed yet, here are 2 more suggestions as to what else you could watch from me. And that's it. So, thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye.